Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more of the Beast and Exploration DLC for Battle Brothers. Let's continue here. Time to go get paid, and we're not far from being able to do that. And then we need to go back and get replacements for dogs we lost. Fortunately, that keeps happening. There is definitely a goblin camp around here. What are they attacking? I can't even see. Oh, they were attacking your trade caravan. I really don't want to fight these guys because some, probably half of them, so that means like 5, are ambushers, which are like the worst to fight. But if I don't, we're gonna for sure have ambush trade route here, but it's probably already a thing anyway. You know, we're not paid to fight them, we're not fighting them. We got undead hanging around here. I probably should try and check to see if I see a camp here somewhere. Alright, Count Wolf von Rosenwig's regaling a woman with tails when you return. Her giggles turn to longing stares as you enter. He sees this and quickly scoots her out, lest the presence of a real man give her the fainting fits. So, Sword, what news do you have? You bring the head of a greenskin out of a burlap sack. Count Wolf von Rosenwig gazes at it, purses his lips, smiles, frowns, seems not sure what to do with what he's looking at. Right. Well, your pay is here as promised. He heaves a wooden chest onto the table. Bring that girl back in here when you leave. Alright, good. So there are no effects in this town, which I guess is a good thing. Any weapons we'd want in here? Not sure there is. Because I think the boar spear is not the highest tier of spear. I believe it's the fighting spear, but we don't see that here. Fairly certain the military cleaver is as high as cleavers go, but I could be wrong on that. That's the highest level sword, but those tend to be very expensive. Usually better to grab those as a loot. I think the fighting axe is as high tier as that gets as well, but again, we don't really use axes, so... yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. I mean, outside of a bill hook, which would be an upgrade over the pike that we currently use. So that could be a possible upgrade. But for now, I think we maybe just come in here. They don't want to buy my furs, but we can buy some more here, which I will do so. Food, we're doing all right. We'll buy a little bit of tools because we have been using them. All right. So now I have a decision to make. We could go up to Rheinberg and look to see if we could upgrade our armor, because I know there's at least a few men that could do with better armor, and I feel like at this stage of the game we are falling behind where we need to be with our armor. So let's go down to Jadderwall, get our dogs, because as we've seen, those are very valuable. I think that helped us quite a bit in that last fight we were in with the... well, not the last fight, but the one we had with the goblins. Definitely useful. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be our most useful tool against things like that, goblins. Hopefully we can get in town here before nightfall. Otherwise, I'm not going to be too happy because we're probably going to have to wait the night out. Okay. Just going to go to the kennel. And unfortunately, they did not restock the dogs. So what I can do is I can get this war dog plus this. And honestly, that is a discount if we do that. So we will do so. I could buy a couple of normal war dogs because I think just one pelt is enough to get armor. But I don't like that idea because it's, you know, carrying things around in my inventory that I may not necessarily use. Okay, dog plus that. Oh, I think what you have to do is put both in your hands. All right, so who needs a dog? Well, first let's start and get the ones that are Masters, which is going to be you. Okay. Let's, now that we have all that taken care of, we could sell the furs for a profit pretty much across the board. So we might as well do so. And then I'm going to grab some food while we're here. Alright. Yeah, I was kind of afraid they would not restock in time because we just bought a bunch of dogs from them. So my thought is we go up to Rheinberg, we look for a job there. Alternatively, I could have gone down and started doing jobs down here, but we know that there's the armor smith. Oh, marching all around the world has put some wear and tear on the men. Whenever a mercenary takes off a boot, you can see the blood seeping through his sock. They've accumulated sores and boils. One man peels the flesh off his toe and says he regrets doing that, and you nod. All in all, this is the price to pay for being on the road so much. Okay. Next stop ain't far. You hope the men can keep it together until they get there. What bandages you have are applied as necessary. Like I said, we just lost a bunch of medical supplies, and people have gotten some light wounds. No actual injuries, but still not good. Maybe I've been marching the men a little too hard here. Let's sort this. Okay, so... well, you're almost better. Let's have you go back into fighting position. You are completely better, so you can go back into fighting position. And when is that one injury going to heal, according to the thing? 1 to 2 days, so that might be the next midday. Midday tick. Alright, well I'm glad I bought extra medical supplies then, because we still have a decent amount. Alright, we're going to go up to Rheinberg, which we haven't been to in a little while now. Hopefully they don't have a bunch of ill effects from all this stuff. Like, honestly, I should maybe even come in here to see if I can find what camp this stuff is happening from. Because there might be a camp just like right in here. If we don't see anything, we don't see anything. It's not a big deal, but... yeah, I'm not seeing anything. But it can't be far, because there's a lot of crap coming out of that woods. I mean, it might be in the woods where I couldn't really see it. Who knows, maybe we'll get a mission to go track it down. Could have been over here, too. Alright, we got a 1 skull mission. There are no bad things going on. Might as well grab a little bit more tools, perhaps. Yeah, we can buy one of those. I feel like if I buy the armor, we're gonna like never have a never-ending thing where we just never really get that quest. And in theory, we could get it, but I keep upgrading my men and what have you. Okay, so you don't need an upgrade. You could do with one. Mostly in the helmet. What's the... you have 3 points you could adjust. Okay, so up to 11. As a matter of fact, this probably is... no, that's 13. I think there is armor that is 11, so it depends on whether it's there or not, of course. This is a smaller town, so they may not have that big of a selection. Okay, you have a bunch, so... and not only that, you have brawny, so it's going to be hard to tell exactly how much you have to work with. Okay, you don't need an upgrade, you don't need an upgrade. You have a few points you could spare. Okay, good to know. None. None. You don't have any fatigue effects, so we can tell if you're in a good position. Okay, so no upgrade there. And then nothing for Hans. Okay, so the main upgrades I saw where we had a few points here and there where we could get maybe 11 or 12. Yeah, well, yeah, a few points here and there. So let's start with our first man. So a few points here. We're looking for a helmet of about 11. Perhaps. Let's see if we can find that. So the answer to that is no. We could get a -9. This is a good helmet from a fatigue standpoint because it gives you a lot of protection for how much fatigue it's going to have. Also, it doesn't affect vision at all, which is nice. I mean, that could be a good helmet for our guys that throw javelins, for example. But it's expensive, is the downside. I mean, if you think this is like significantly cheaper, but it gives you more protection, that comes at the cost of vision and fatigue. All right, so yeah, unfortunately our supplies are not that great. So the one guy had a few points to spare, and we could get him something like this, I think. With that being said, though, let's think about our guy that had a lot of fatigue to spare. So how much fatigue does he have to spare? He has 83 points, and normally that'd be 8 points, but we have the reduction from the brawnies. So, and he currently has armor that is 18. So we know he could get away fairly easily with probably the heaviest armor that's available right now, which is this at 26. So if we do that, we could hand down his armor to somebody else. I think that's what we're probably going to end up doing. Alternatively, we get him a better helmet. But I think this is probably the better call. We also have this we could get, which would be a difference of 10. But that's a lot of gold to spend. 4,000. Well, more than 4,000. It's worth 4,000. That'd be half my money if I did that. Then again, if I took this, I might not need an upgrade for a long time. But yeah, let's go with this instead. Okay. Then we're going to go in and give it to him. Alright, so we have 2 to spare. But we could get a better helmet if we wanted. Alright, so now that we've done that, I think we take... Who's the guy that could do... And then maybe we downgrade his helmet. So we have this helmet instead. Yeah, okay. So we got 140 there, 165 there. That sounds like a good upgrade. And then this guy gets a slight upgrade over what he had before. So 150 and then 190 in the body. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then that leaves us with... We had one more man, right? I feel like we did, but maybe I already covered it. Yeah, because it was this guy that could do an upgrade, and it was this guy that could do an upgrade, and we kind of did both of those. So you could still grab a better helmet. The problem is nobody can currently use the helmet that we could upgrade, so... I don't think we really need to do anything with that. Just kind of trying to look around to see if there's anybody that could be slightly benefited by... Well, we could get him in a little bit better standing on this regard, and more where I'm looking for there. And then we have this helmet kind of sitting around not being used, but it's there for the future. Alright, so that was really not a lot of purchasing, so... I guess we won't go too far down in money. I do think that it makes sense to upgrade with this then, because this is going to be a good piece of armor that we're probably going to hold on to, so definitely makes sense. And then we also have this good piece of armor that we could give to somebody once they upgrade. So the next level up we get, if somebody gets fatigued, then they're definitely going to be getting this. So yeah, that gives us a little bit of an upgrade path on a couple pieces of armor. So I think that's cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this one skull mission is. Okay, so he's looking at a poorly drawn map. looks up at you as though you're the one responsible for making it. Look, mercenary, this is a strange thing to task you with, but you seem to have a good head on your shoulders. See this dark spot here? Would you be willing to venture that way and try and find the Sharpblade's ambush? It's somewhere at or around the region of Everwinter. I don't know where that is. We're going to have to check that. What does it pay? Okay, it looks like 310. Need to be paid more. He says 340. I will accept. Not far to the northwest. All right, I'm going to say we need some time to think about it. And then let's see if we can find Everwinter. Not far to the northwest. It's quite possible that's Everwinter right there. I think I see the end tail of winter, so we're going to need to come up here. Well, you know what? I wanted to explore this area anyway, so I think that's a good mission for us to take. We may need to buy food before we do it, though. So let's go ahead and accept this contract. And then we're going to go in and buy some food. I don't know if food's a good price here, but we'll find out. Well, the cheese is a good price. We might as well buy that. Gives us our men some food variety. They may make them happy. Ammunition is really cheap here, but I don't feel like I necessarily need it. I guess we could buy one stack. Wouldn't hurt. Alright. That should be enough food. You know what? Cheese will last a long time. I'll take one more stack, purely because we're going to be traveling at a pretty far distance out in the wilderness. And I have this feeling that snow is probably going to slow me down. And we have to go over these mountains anyway. Now, did we recover that one injury with that midday tick? No, we didn't. Alright. We do have some kind of beast. Let's check that, because it might be something we want to fight. So I'm going to try and follow it. I mean, it kind of goes in the direction we need to go in anyway. And we also have... Well, it's already time to return to Hank the Guildmaster, as Sharpblade's ambush was easier to find than you figured. Marking on your map, you pause and chuckle and shake your head. What luck. Okay. We've got some zombies in the area. I do want to fight these dire wolves, so I'm going to go ahead and click on them. See if we can cut them off, because we know which way they're going. I really don't want to fight them on this terrain, but it's just going to have to be what it is. We could try and take that out. I honestly don't know. I mean, mini, that I don't know how many that is, but it's probably a decent number. Some tends to be, it looks like around 5. We also have some other tracks that are going off this way, and those are human tracks. Oh, these dire wolves are really outpacing me. Well, if they continue to outpace me, it's fine. There we go, we're catching up now. Now that it's daytime. Now we're getting on terrain that I favor a little bit more. And hey, we're getting close to the road that will take us right back to where we need to go. Come on, catch them. Okay, mini dire wolves. So mini is 8. All right, good to know. I mean, it's going to be some variance, like it could be 8 to 10. Okay, spear roll up. Unfortunately, my spear rolls are possibly not going to do a whole lot if they are close enough. Although it looks like maybe just that one. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, they mostly got in here. Just that one. They always tend to look for flanks, too. When they can get it, that is. Alright, let's go after the ones that are in the face of my men. Let's hold. Let's hold, because we can put dogs out if it comes to that. No, I did give that one dog. For a second there, I thought I screwed up, but no, I'm alright. Chuck some axes. There we go. Hold for now. Almost got that one. Shoot. So I'm not going to be able to put the spear wall up on this side. Alright, well this is going to be a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.